Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to an update for the Duchess of Hamilton. So this was shown off in the TLR Collection Volume 6, and it was definitely going to get its own video because it had some changes, so here we are. This is one of my favourite trains on the railway, bar none, like hands down, it's so cool. This was originally 6 studs wide, and I've recently changed it to 8 studs wide. That is because I wanted to add some more details to it, and it kind of worked, but it didn't go as well as I thought it would. So, the actual streamlined coronation class has a nice round boiler to it, but it kind of comes out a little bit at the bottom. Now, the only way I can really capture that look at the way of building was to use these brick-built, well, not brick-built, but you know, the chunky slopes with the studs on the side. I can't really show you because this camera doesn't like the colour red. Yeah, I can't really show. Yeah, with a bit of shadow that can work. So yeah, those are the bricks that I'm using along here. And if you go to the cab, I've used them again in the roof, and that does make the roof look so good. It's very realistic to the actual model. However, I've had to get rid of the yellow stripe that would have been continued along the boiler and into the tender. I'm not too fussed about that in a way, because, you know, if I were to ever properly rebuild this train, I would get rid of the yellow stripes and use like trimline tape you get from like model stores. But for now, it's as it is, and I'm okay with it. This train is famous for its very distinctive and unique look, and it's very British as well. The front does not look British at all, it looks very American, and that kind of pisses me off. Not because it's American looking, but because I haven't been able to capture that look. So these round bricks did help a lot, and that's what led to this specific design, where I've got these slope bricks kind of angled inwards. And it does look good. However, trying to capture that look in the front doesn't look good. And I can't again show it because of the damn camera. However, I couldn't really do anything else to change it. The slopes do carry that shape that goes around these bricks here, which is a good thing, but again, it just looks awful. That's kind of really the main things though. All I've done is just bring out the base to be 8 studs wide. I've got these slope bricks in, I've been able to fix the cab, which is good. I've got 2 windows, actual proper brick windows there now, which are a bit bigger than what they should be, but at least they're there, that's a good thing. To try and match the 8 wide base, I've put a couple of tiles by the wheels underneath the cab. It's nothing special. On the section where I have this 2x1 red pin, there we are, over there. So where that 2x1 is, this brick is actually in its place. But instead, what I've done is just bring out by 1, put that along there, and to stretch it out a bit, I've got this 1x6 to cover the wheels. I don't think that's even 7 studs wide, but in any case, it helps bring out the width a little bit. The tender is completely unchanged in case anyone is curious. The tender looks absolutely gorgeous. I did not want to touch this at all. And it was probably a good thing as well, because with how the cab is, it goes off to 8 wide and goes into 6 wide, which matches the width of the tender. That is the actual look again of the cab roof, which looks so good. So we go to the front as well. I've done some more changes to the wheels. The front wheels are further apart. However, they're a bit too close to the fronts because the front of the base there is pretty much flat to the front of the boiler. That's not true on the actual model, and I might have to trim that down in case I don't do any other changes. It's really difficult to try and capture this look though. It's not because of, well, it is mainly because of this. I can definitely build it up to be different, but it's also working with these wheels. So the standard size Lego wheels are, frankly, they're just too small. When Lego train builders go to build a steam engine, they very rarely use this size wheel. They'll sometimes use it for tank engines and smaller trains, but for tender engines, especially for something like this, they'll go up a size. Not the XXL wheels that I get from Shapeways, but they'll probably most likely go to Big Ben bricks and they get the extra large ones. So it's the size between the two that I've got. And they fit perfectly. Sadly, I'm not going to be buying them because I don't really want to spend any more money on the bricks. However, if I were to ever go ahead and rebuild this, I would definitely invest in getting those bricks. Nevertheless, still a gorgeous train. The Duchess of Hamilton is one of the best looking things I've ever seen, and if anybody wants to try and build one, I do strongly encourage you to do so. The only other person I've seen who's made a Lego Duchess of Hamilton, or a streamlined coronation class I should say, is a guy called British Bricks on Flickr. He is really good with his models. I encourage you to check him out. That's British Bricks on Flickr. So yeah, he actually inspired me to make my one, which is pretty good. So yeah, that is everything I need to say on this. Not a lot of changes, but it made an impact. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.